just got done witnessing live experimentation of the perpetual motion holder. Unbelievable. We're gonna tie it in to mineral, vegetable, and animal life, and how Edward was able to solve the secrets of the people who showed the Egyptian the ancient pre-flood knowledge, and how it all ties in together to the piezoelectric method. Look at this. What is life? Mineral life is to hold the mineral life matter together. Vegetable life is to hold the vegetable matter together. And increase involved animal life is to hold the animal matter or flesh together. Oh my goodness. Look at this. When one form of life goes through the destruction period, the life leaves the matter and goes somewhere else. For instance, when zinc in a battery is taken in parts by acid, the north and south pole magnets that held the zinc together, they leave the zinc and right connections are made and they will come out of the battery. Oh my goodness. Just think about how the ancient Egyptians and those ancient people already had an understanding of batteries and the knowledge of how they worked. Look at this. Several years ago, I read in the paper that the scientists cannot find out how the green chlorophyll converts the sunlight in plant food. They are looking in the wrong direction. It is not the green chlorophyll that converts the sunlight in plant food. It is the water that does it. That green chlorophyll was not so green in the first place. In fact, it was not so green at all. It became green by evaporation. The water in plants catches the running sunlight that is coming from the sun, and the north and south pole magnets wrap themselves around the caught particles of sunlight. And as soon as the particles of sunlight, which are wrapped around by the north and south pole magnets, are coming in the suitable part of the plant, then they join the plant and become part of it. The north and south pole magnets are going in and out of the earth all the time, everywhere, and their numbers are limitless. Oh my goodness, so much knowledge in a book. He's pretty much telling us that plant and tree life are physical manifestations of energy and magnetism. Just think about that. Just think about how he was able to break down life and the scientific transformation of life. Can you believe that plants out there are physical manifestations of just energy? Unbelievable. And we'll notice there that in his experiment, since water is an empty space, do you think that you're able to just transport the sunlight energy through water? That what if plants don't need to be in the sun after all? What if you just need to complete the chemical reaction, like the water just needs to be in the sunlight and the plant can just grow in the shape, but as long as the water's in the sunlight, you're good to go. Unbelievable. Is that what he was experimenting with? Can you believe this knowledge even exists? And this, I wouldn't even call it a book. It's more like a pamphlet. It's super short. You should give this a read. It's incredible. I have several lily pools where I keep water in. I have watched the lily pools for 16 years. When I put clear water in the pools where the sunlight can shine in, then in 2 months' time I can see the moss is beginning to grow. But when I poured the water in the pools where there was no green chlorophyll in the water, this shows that the plants can grow without green chlorophyll. The sunlight was running in the water every day, and the north and south pole magnets were running through the water all the time. The north and south pole magnets are passing through every tree, every living being. I mean, think about that. It makes so much sense, because when you think of plant life and you have a seed, you're planting that seed underground. So where's the sunlight come from to start that process? That's right, it's using the earth, what natural energy. It's using the magnetism. Just think about that. Is that what it is? You're planting, a vessel to begin the physical manifestations of energy. Creating life, manifesting life. The art of Zen, being in the moment. Unbelievable. Look at how it all pertains to oneness with the universe and energy. Look at that. Seeds require sunlight and water. What if direct sunlight is irrelevant? You just need to complete the chemical reaction. I mean, think about it. It makes absolute perfect sense when you think of the magnetism. Oh my goodness. When you add, remember doing those experiments when you had the celery and you add the different colored waters and then the celery turns that color? Unbelievable. It's all magnetism. It's all the piezoelectric effect. It's all energy. Unbelievable. Just think about how the ancient, and I bet you're wondering, well, how does this all tie into the ancient Egyptians? Remember, the ancient Egyptians were masters at agriculture, even to this day. You know, people are baffled by how they were able to have such advanced agricultural knowledge. Unbelievable. Just think about how the Egyptians relied on agriculture for more than just the production of food. They were creative in their use of plants, using them for medicine as part of their religious practices, and in the production of clothing. Herbs perhaps had the most varied purposes. Oh, they were pretty much used in everything. Think about how today, the globalists, the FDA, they don't want you to have herbs. They don't want you to have organic. They don't want you to be connected to the earth. They want you to have just cat. They want to destroy your DNA, your body, your energy fields. Oh, and how sick. Truly sickening. Look at this. Papyrus was an extremely versatile crop that grew wild and was also cultivated. The roots of the plants were eaten as food, but it was primarily used as an industrial crop. Look at this. They just were so much in tune with nature. Is it no wonder why they had access to Earth's energies? Is it no wonder why the globalists want to separate you from the spiritual and the physical planes of our planet and world, and they really want to turn you nothing more into a corralled cow? Unbelievable. Let's think about this too. The ancient Egyptians had ancient piezoelectric knowledge. What if they were tapping into the energy and vibrations of the plants using various crystals to enhance yields? I mean, think about it. They're just enhancing photosynthesis. They're just enhancing the rate at which those magnetic North and South Pole particles can gather. You know, the sunlight, the energy, so they can grow more. I mean, why not? They were using crystals. They were using quartz. They were using resonance. They were using, you know, something out there that let them be in tune with Earth's energies. Why not have crystals or using something to enhance the energy fields around the plants? Because that's all they are, is the physical manifestation of energy to enhance their yields, to maybe increase the speeds. Unbelievable. Can you imagine the true secrets that were there? Could you imagine? This is why I need my own place so I can run my own experiments. These are all wonderful ideas to just try out if no one has done them yet. Unlocking the secrets of the Egyptian energy, you know, being in tune. Maybe that Gaia theory isn't so much, you know, like God replacing it, but the earth is alive in the sense that the energy that's producing it makes it seem that it's alive, you know, because it's the universe. All of it is just one intersection, creating the Egyptian energy. All these things tapping in to the resonance fields, to the magnetic fields, to the Earth's capacitor, all that stored energy, turning it into a viable, usable source. Oh, doesn't this sound like just basic human knowledge, but they just had access? There's no really aliens or anything to do it. They were just advanced, intelligent beings. Now I bet you're wondering, it doesn't mean that I don't think that there's aliens and other life out there. I'm just, you know, I'm bringing everything to a more, like, after flood, pre-flood, because, you know, just think about how crazy pre-flood was. And it's not like all that disappeared, you know? So we're just living in the after effects of that crazy period, and people are trying to resurface that crazy period. But let's go over here. Let's see. You doubt atmospheric Earth energy? It's because they do not teach it. Because they do not want you to know. What if I were to tell you that they already know the secrets of atmospheric energy and everything that I'm telling you about the piezoelectric effect? And what it is, because they already know the secrets of Egyptian energy and everything. Think about it. Apparatus for transmitting electrical energy. Triggering name right here. Nikola Tesla patent. Unbelievable. See, when you go to that patent, you can jump off to atmospheric transduction system. Now I bet you're wondering, what is an atmospheric transduction system? Well, this could explain how the ancient Egyptians were able to power all their devices. It could explain how the pyramid was some kind of, the vibration generator, creating that piezoelectric effect. Look at this right here in mainstream science, they all agree. The atmospheric transduction system, in accordance with Claim 1, where it said means for recycle recharge by oscillation in frequency in the accumulation of environmental positive and negative electricity, maintaining the voltage being collected in a prescribed range. An electrical conversion broadcast networks comprises a piezoelectric transduction molded device. Unbelievable. Look at that. A range of voltages. That means you go high to low. Look at that. Atmospheric electricity. They admit right here blatantly that there is always free electricity in the air and in the clouds, which acts by induction on the earth and the electromagnetic devices. Experiments have shown that there is always free electricity in the atmosphere, which is sometimes negative and sometimes positive, but mostly generally positive. And the intensity of this free electricity is great. Look at this. They're letting us know already inadvertently about Edward Lewandowski's work right here. Unbelievable. Look at this. Sometimes positive, but mostly generally positive, and the intensity of this free electricity is greater in the middle of the day than at morning or night, and is greater in winter than in summer. In fine weather, the potential increases with altitudes at about 30 volts per foot. Unbelievable. Look at this. Edward is letting us know. There's a page in there too, but we're going to go more into that in the next video. But he also puts secrets. There's secrets out there. Look at this. Edward let us know a clue because he mostly did it at night, meaning it does not even require that much earth energy to do what he did. Just think about that. To move all those monolithic stones, just like the ancient Egyptians, just like how he was able to do. When they said that you don't even need that much earth energy, so it's nothing even crazy that needs to be, required superpower, super energy, or super anything. Unbelievable. Unlocking the secrets, the mysteries of Earth, the ancient past. No one, look at this. They could easily be showing you this on TV, but they don't. Why? Just like they could easily teach you in school, what gravity is already in there. But they act like everything is a mystery. They act like everyone's so dumb. They act like we're not How sick. Look at this. They blatantly admit right here that quartz crystals have been used. Quartz crystals have been in regular use for many years to give an accurate frequency for all radio transmitters, radio receivers, and computers. Their accuracy comes from an amazing set of coincidences. Quartz, which is a silicon dioxide, like mostly sand, is unaffected by most solvents. It remains crystalline to hundreds of degrees. Look at this. What else do we know that also comes in a crystallized form? That's right. Our good friend, the mineral magnetite. Look at how magnets... water. Oh my goodness. Sacred, you already know I was going with sacred geometry. With all the different 3D types of crystals that are found out. Look at that. David Wilcock, all those people, the ancient aliens people. What they say isn't crazy. They're really onto something. You just need to go and research and read. Oh my goodness, look at this. What a coincidence. Our life is a lie. I keep saying it.